The curtain rises once more then on the desert stage of Sakir as the players take their places for the opening act. Will they enthrall us like they did in 2014 with that titanic battle between Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton? Well, we'll find out shortly as we get underway here in Bahrain. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36-mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. Bahrain has showed us many times in the past, though, Anthony Davidson, that a good strategy will only take you so far. Beyond that, you need good racecraft and you need good consistency.
And a little bit of luck too, I'd say. This is one of those circuits where the safety car always seems to come out just at the right time to condense the field together and mix up the cars on different strategies. It's hard on brakes, it's tough on fuel, and the main overtaking opportunity is down into turn 1, where it's easy to outbrake your opponent and potentially have a bit of argy-bargy as well.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Rodriguez lines up on pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, Lucas Faber and Russell. Sainz, Norris, Bottas and Charles Leclerc. Butler, Gasly, Daniel Ricciardo and Hülkenberg. Kvyat, Hamilton. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Kimi Räikkönen and Kevin Magnussen. Grosjean and Antonio Giovinazzi starts from the back of the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
You've done well to put it on pole, but we've still got work to do. Trying to cover the inside line off the start. Start. first position, front of the pack, Verstappen behind. Less than a second separate you. They're on fresh softs. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 4 laps remaining. Out a second a lap on the car behind. This is your final lap of the race. P1. Vettel is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 4.1 seconds. They're on fresh softs. This is your final lap of the race. Fantastic. You've won the Grand Prix.
That's a fantastic performance from Ferrari. It hardly looked in doubt. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
Looking at the podium, you can see that red suit familiar to fans across the globe. A world-class win for a world-class team. Ferrari do it again. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Rodriguez increases their championship lead. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
It's got to be Lewis Hamilton. I mean, he pulled off some impressive feats out on the track today, even by his standards.
Let's move on to the constructors. Ferrari take the lead at the top of the table. Another team that excelled today was Williams, who make further progress up the table. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.